Good day, friends. This is my third video in this series on competitive exams. In my first two videos, I've already mentioned certain points about planning and exam pattern, marking pattern, knowing the syllabus, etc. So essentially, these type of tests are all about having the right strategy and also time management, both during the preparation and in the examination hall. So you should first make up a timetable that daily I will devote this much time to this subject, and I had already mentioned the ratio in which you should divide the time, and you start studying. So as you progress, you must make sure that after finishing each chapter, you should solve the questions related to that chapter and then proceed to give some mock tests on that chapter. After giving each test, spend adequate time to analyze the performance of your mock test. That is, where you have gone wrong and where you could improve your performance. This will surely help you to improve your performance. So basically, the purpose is not only giving tests but also analyzing them. So it's not that you need to give tests very frequently. You need to give tests after completion of each chapter, and in the build up to the examination, that is when the examination is nearing, then you can give, say, 2 mock tests per week or a maximum of 3 per week. But be sure to analyze each of them. Again, as you are progressing on the syllabus, ensure that you are devoting some time to the revision of the topics already covered, because this is where students often make a mistake, that they are going on covering new chapters, but the chapters that have already been covered, they have to be revised and such that they are not forgotten. So revision is also very, very important. And you can set reasonable targets in your study timetable, that up till this day I will cover this much of the syllabus. Between your study time, be sure to take short breaks which will rejuvenate you. Say you are studying for 40 to 45 minutes at a stretch, then take a 15-minute break. It will surely help to enhance your performance. Or for example, you are doing quants, then you study English. Or suppose you have done data interpretation for some time, then you move on to logical reasoning. So this is how you will alternate your topics, so that the concentration of the mind is adequately focused on the subject. And it's not that your concentration is wavering. So that you have to make sure, because The preparation for these exams, you have to stay very, very focused, and you have to concentrate hard on each topic that you do. Also, equally important is having a very positive attitude, staying motivated, and self-belief that yes, I will be able to do this. I will be able to achieve. No matter what your friends and relatives might say, this is very, very important. In any preparation, or for that matter, fulfilling any target, it is very important to have self-belief. Of course, while you are covering the syllabus, chapter-wise questions you are solving, you are doing mock tests, and also when the exam is appearing nearby or in the build-up to your preparation, you will be solving past question papers. That is, questions that have already appeared in the particular exam that you are about to appear. For most examinations, you will be getting a question bank, either offline available in the market or online based on the memory of students, but you will be getting a sample of questions. And these questions are very, very important, you need to solve. While preparing yourself to make your preparation interesting, you might take the help of markers, that is highlighting keywords, making short diagrams, and preparing some short notes to make your topic interesting. And also you should ensure that at the end of each chapter, you clear all your doubts with the concerned teachers, because doubt clearing is equally important. And I had earlier also mentioned that you must be able to assess your own strengths and weaknesses, and on the basis of them you will prioritize your topics, that these are my priority topics, this I will do first. This is how you will prepare. In your material or textbooks, you can use bookmarks for important topics. You can use flashcards while preparing certain word lists for English. And while preparing for quants, you can write down your mathematics formulae in front of your study table and fix it, so that every day you are having a look at it and you need not memorize them. Just you are taking a look at it, be it mathematical formulae or tables or anything of that sort. So, that is what is all about the overall preparation. And I think these things that I have discussed in these videos will help you to a great extent. Next day, I will be focusing on certain subject specific tips. So, for today, I am signing off, and thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.